feel busy all day, even after waking up early and pushing yourself non-stop, yet somehow nothing important really moves forward. You're doing a lot, but it doesn't feel like it's adding up. What if you could do less, but still make faster progress toward your goals? In this video, I'll share one daily ritual successful people quietly follow, backed by psychology and real-world results, that can completely change how your days and your future unfold. I discovered this ritual while studying how high performers actually live, not what they post online. Research shows that top performers don't rely on motivation, they rely on structure. The problem is, most people copy surface habits like waking up early or staying busy, but they miss the core ritual that makes everything work. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to build this ritual into your day, even if you're busy, tired, or overwhelmed. Let's dive in. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Successful people don't start their day randomly. They anchor it. This anchor ritual is one small, intentional action you do at the same time every day, no matter what. Think of it like dropping an anchor into your day so everything else stops drifting. It could be writing, planning, exercising, or focused thinking, but it's always deliberate. This works because your brain loves certainty. Research from Duke University shows that a large part of your daily behavior runs on habit, not decision. When you repeat one core action daily, your brain shifts into execution mode instead of decision mode. That's why this ritual feels easier over time instead of harder. Cultures that value mastery have used fixed daily routines for centuries for this exact reason. Here's how you apply it. First, choose one action that directly moves your life forward, not 10 things. 1. Second, lock it to a time, not a mood. Same time every day. Third, keep it short, 15 to 45 minutes. For example, instead of saying, "I'll work on my goals today," say at 7 a.m., "I write for 20 minutes." The biggest mistake is making the ritual too big. Small rituals stick, big ones break. But that's not all, because this ritual only works if you protect it. This next part is crucial. Successful people don't try to win the entire day. They win the first moment. The first win is completing your anchor ritual before distractions take over. That single win sets your identity for the day. You're no longer someone who hopes to be productive. You already proved you are. Psychology backs this up. Studies show that early wins increase confidence and follow through something called momentum. When you complete a meaningful task, your brain releases dopamine, making it easier to keep going. It's like pushing a heavy object. The first push is the hardest, but once it moves, everything changes. To apply this, do 3 simple things. First, do your ritual before checking your phone. Messages can wait. Second, remove friction the night before by setting up whatever you'll need. Third, end the ritual with a clear finish so your brain registers completion. One common mistake is multitasking. This ritual must be focused, or it loses its power. Now you might be thinking, what if my day goes completely off track? That's where the next rule comes in. Most people don't know this, but successful people don't aim for perfect days. They aim for unbroken chains. Consistency beats intensity every time. This ritual stays the same on good days and bad days. When life gets chaotic, the ritual stays boring, and that's exactly why it works. Research from Stanford shows habits built through repetition are far stronger than those built on motivation. Your brain builds identity through evidence. Every repetition quietly tells your brain, "This is who I am." Over time, that identity becomes automatic. Here's how you apply this. On hard days, lower the bar, but never skip completely. 5 minutes beats 0. Track your streak visually so you can see progress. And forgive misses quickly. 1 miss is a mistake. 2 misses start a pattern. Instead of quitting after a bad day, do the smallest version of the ritual and move on. But consistency alone isn't enough without direction. This brings us to the most underrated part of the ritual, reflection. Successful people spend a few minutes thinking before reacting. They don't just move fast, they move intentionally. Reflection turns effort into progress. Studies show reflection improves decision-making and emotional control because it gives your brain time to process experience. Without reflection, you repeat mistakes. With reflection, you compound lessons. To apply this, ask yourself one simple question every day. What actually mattered today? Write one sentence about what worked and one about what didn't. Then choose one tiny adjustment for tomorrow. The mistake to avoid is overthinking. This should take 5 minutes, not 50. You've already stayed with me this far, so let me share the final piece that ties everything together. This last part is powerful. Successful people use their daily ritual to shape their identity. They don't say, "I'm trying to be disciplined." Their actions say, "I'm disciplined." The ritual becomes proof. Psychology explains this clearly. You believe what you repeatedly do. Every completed ritual is a vote for your future self. Over time, discipline stops feeling forced because it becomes part of who you are. To apply this, name the identity behind your ritual. For example, I'm someone who shows up daily. Never break the ritual 2 days in a row. And after finishing it, remind yourself, this is who I am now. Don't wait to feel motivated. Act consistently and let confidence catch up. Let's quickly review what we covered today. You learned about creating a daily anchor ritual. You learned how winning the first moment sets the tone for your day. You learned why consistency beats intensity. You learned how reflection turns effort into progress. And you learned how identity locks everything in place. Remember, transformation doesn't come from massive changes. It comes from tiny actions done daily. You already have everything you need. The only difference between where you are now and where you want to be is what you do every single day. Don't wait until burnout, frustration, or regret forces you to change. Start with just 15 minutes today. I promise you, 30 days from now, you'll look back and realize this was the moment everything shifted. If you found this helpful, hit the like button and subscribe for more simple, powerful self-improvement content. Drop a comment and tell me what your daily ritual will be. And if you want to learn how to stay disciplined even when motivation disappears, watch the next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.